Championship basketball game between the Box Elder Bees and the Provo Bulldogs. Box Elder with a record of 18-6 for the year. They won 12 in a row. The Provo Bulldogs with a record of 25-0. They won 26 in a row if you go back to a ball game last year. And may I just bring in Mike Gardner for a quick word. Mike, welcome aboard. It'll be fun working with you. This young man, of course, a former BYU Cougar, now the head basketball coach at Davis.
Thanks, Bill. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to see a great ball game, Bill.
All right, we'll be back with the starting lineups right after we take time out for these important words.
Rick Warner is making 78 the best year yet for our customers, with great people and the best line Ford has ever offered. You can choose to lease or buy from over 1,200 cars and trucks. People know when the Rick Warner name goes on, prices go down. Nobody's beating our price on America's best-selling 78 Pinto. Or the popular Thunderbird, big in luxury, small in price. A super team and a great product means 78 is the best year yet for our customers.
What is Bill Marcroft doing when he's not broadcasting sports? Sports is a way of life for Bill Marcroft. He's one of the Newswatch 2 people. And on Newswatch 2, people are the difference.
There's a lot to be said for this well-known package. 99 cents says there's
so much for so little when you buy Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Why is our 99-cent special so special? Because it's value packed.
What's inside? Well, let's show it to you this appetizing way. 2 pieces of finger-licking good Kentucky Fried Chicken and fixins wherever you see the 99-cent special banner.
So much for so little when you buy Kentucky Fried Chicken.
You'll find gardening a lot easier with a snapper tiller. Whether it's tilling, plowing, or cultivating. Because with a few simple attachments, you can turn the snapper tiller into a multi-purpose garden tractor that can handle even the toughest garden jobs. The snapper tiller, it does it all.
A1 Engine and Mower, Salt Lake, Everton Sons, Logan, and Hall's Farm and Home Supply, Burley.
We are back once again in the beautiful city of Ogden at the D Special Events Center on the Weber State campus, and we are introducing the starting lineup for the 2 ball clubs to the audience here this evening. Let's give them to you verbally. For the Provo Bulldogs with a record of 25-0, it'll be Devin Durant, number 35, 30.1 average in league play, 6'6", he is a senior. David AC is 6'5", a senior, 29 points in this tournament, by the way. Gene Paulson will be starting at 6'4". He'll be at forward. He is a junior, 18 points so far in this tournament. Ed Terrace, number 15, 6'2". He is a senior guard, 20 points so far in this tournament. And Dave Collins, 6'2", a junior, number 22, 25 points so far in this tournament. And on the other side of the ledger, it'll be Klein Adams, number 22, Curtis Munford, number 44, it'll be Marlon Jansen, number 31, Steve Yagi, number 10, 5'9", a senior guard, and Dale Money, number 33, will start at one of the forward spots. He is a senior, 6'3". Provo is attired in the green uniform, and the Box Elder Bees are in white, and Provo has command of the basketball, and we get underway in the 3A state championship basketball game. As I mentioned, Mike Gardner is working with me, and he has played both these ball clubs, knows them pretty well. This is Durant. This is the kid that has scored so well like that. How about that?
He's a great one, Bill. They're going to have to defense him, Box Elder, if they're going to win today. But he's going to get his points because he's a great player.
What do you try to do, double team him, triple team him?
Yeah, I think so. And you've got to sag and you've got to help out. But look at him on the board. See there, he's great rebound. He can get up, and he's a great high school player. There's no question.
Now, again, his number is 35, and he will play inside, but should be there be a press. He's the kind of a guy that could bring it down. Provo in the green uniform, setting up outside. This is Terrace with the ball. Lost it momentarily. They find their man open. He has 4.
Super pass. A super pass by Terrace then. He looked for the open man, hit him underneath for an easy shot.
This is Yagi bringing the ball down. This kid handles the ball pretty well, by the way. He sets up with number 31, Marlon Jensen, in the corner, and number 33 is Dale Money. They try to go into the post area. It's knocked out of bounds. And what do we have? We have a whistle, a violation of the baseline. It'll be inbounds. Provo backcourt. And number 22, Dave Collins, will bring it in. And he will be working with Terrace to bring it up against no pressure at all at the moment. Scoreboard reads 4-0 Provo out front in the state 3A championship ball game. Durant at the baseline. He's a pretty good shooter. Terrace with a one-hander from 15. 2 more. Provo 6, Box Elder Bees nothing. And so far, of course, nothing surprising because Provo is such a fine basketball team. We set up with number 22 Collins. Back to Yagi again. Here's the shot from the angle by number 31. That is Marlon Jensen. And we have a trouble on Provo, out of bounds. What did you do when you played Devin Durant and the Provo Bulldogs?
We didn't play against Provo. We haven't seen Provo. We did play against Box Elder twice in our league. We've watched Provo a lot, and you've just got to do a job offensively because Provo's going to get their point.
Bob Day, who has come off the bench, he is that sixth man. He does not start. He comes off the bench and plays a lot. Just hit a nice little jumper for 2, and that cracks the ice for the Box Elder Bees. Well, you saw that in college basketball today a couple of times, maybe with Michigan State and Kentucky, but you didn't expect it in a high school game, right?
Gosh, no, but the skill of these players is just becoming tremendous. It's just a tremendous skill to jump and dunk a ball like that. You've got to have great skills.
Bob Day answers with a nice little two-pointer. He has 4 points for the evening's work, and those 4 points all on the board for Box Elder. It is 8-4, Provo out front. They work again to Durant low, the one-hander. 8 points, Devin Durant, 6'6.5". He is a senior. He's an inside man, an outside man. He could play in a forward, center, guard.
Definitely.
Yagi from outside for 2.
He's a good outside shooter, Bill. Now Provo's going to have to extend a little to deny him because he's a good outside shooter, Yagi is.
Number 15 is Ed Terrace with the ball. They set up. They have the angle shot. They're not going to take it. Here's the one-hander from the angle. It is number 34, Acey. And the rebound is peeled out of there nicely by Bob Day. Number 35 in the white uniform. And we're working now with Box Elder, working against a Provo zone. Yagi with the ball outside. Quick little guard. Number 31, as we mentioned, is Jensen. Yagi, number 10, with a nice drive. Rebound taken out of there beautifully. The hook. Oh, it won't drop. Won't drop, and the rebound peeled out of there by Durant. Gets a share of rebounds. He's a good leaper. In this tournament, by the way, he has 37 rebounds and 66 points in the games played by the Provo Bulldogs. Angle shot on it. Acey picks up his first 2 of the night. 12-6, Provo by 6. 4:19 and counting, quarter number 1. Yagi with the ball. Met by Terrace defensively. Box Elder in white. Good move by number 31, Marlon Jensen, his first 2 of the night.
Very good move, come across the baseline and received the ball and pivoted and put a nice muscle shot. Jensen's a very good athlete. All of the Box Elder players are, as well as Provo.
You played him twice, right?
Played him twice, that's right.
Split with him?
We split. We beat them 16 on their floor, and they beat us 10 on our floor, so the home court didn't seem to matter much.
Durant will inbound the ball from the baseline. Good shot of the young man from Provo. Bad pass. Stolen by Yagi, coming down on a fast break. This is Day. 6 points for Day. He's a big guy.
You know, he broke his leg early in the season, and he's just played the last half of the season and has really made a difference in this Box Elder ball club.
Why does he not start?
I think he's just used to coming off the bench and providing a spark, just like right now. And boy, he's a horse, and he's big and strong.
Out by Provo. It'll be played in by Box Elder backcourt. We're going to have a lot of noise here tonight, Mike.
Boy, it's loud. The crowd is exciting. There's nothing greater in high school basketball, Bill. It's just a tremendous activity for spectators and players alike.
Good jumper from the angle. That is number 22, Klein Adams. That's his first bucket of the night. And all of a sudden, we have a ball game. It's 12-12. Box Elder got off to a slow start. Terrace with the ball for Provo. They set up at the angle. Collins. Whoops. Again, we've got the steal and the drive. Loose ball on the floor, scramble, and is finally corralled by Box Elder. They're still on the attack. This is Yagi working outside. Collins. Or Adams, rather. I've got the 222s mixed up. I beg your pardon. That's a mistake on my part. Klein Adams, who does a lot of fine playing. From the corner shot that is an air ball, but taken out of the air and popped back in for two by number 44, Curtis Munford. He's 6'6". He is a senior.
That's where Box Elder's strong, Bill. They're so big inside. You see, you got 6'6", 6'8", 6'4", and they're all good leapers. And Provo's going to have to get on the boards. They're going to have to get on that defensive board and only give them one shot.
And balanced scoring, incidentally, for Box Elder, Mike. In the tournament, for example, 39 points for Adams, 38 points for Day, 29 points for Curtis Munson. We have a timeout, Mike Gardner, and with timeout, the scoreboard reads 14 for Box Elder, 12 for Provo. We'll be right back after this important word.
I'm Bob Richards, one of the buyers at Granite Furniture.
The story is Box Elder 14, Provo 12. And shooting percentages so far, Mike?
Bill, Provo shooting 6 for 7, 85%. Box Elder 6 for 12, 50%.
Working Durant high right now. He can put the ball on the floor. How's that for a little bit of an off-balance shot? Get dropped, however, and the rebound is taken out of there nicely by Adams, and he's bringing it down solo at the moment. White uniform in Box Elder. Oh, big ball. There's a drive by Terrace. Good shovel pass. 2 points, Collins. Dave Collins picks up 2. And that, my friends, ties it up at 14-14. There's Jim Spencer, the Provo coach, indicating he wants a little bit more activity. Yagi with a drive. Kind of a backhanded layup.
Beautiful drive. Beautiful. Right over top of Durant. Durant came hard, got up high, and Yagi put the good arch on it.
Box Elder by 2. They got off to a slow start. You think they might have been a little tense?
Well, and then they bring Day in to kind of equalize the size. I think that's the big difference with Box Elder right now.
They set up with Collins with a jumper. That's 2. That's 4 for Collins. Provo takes the lead. Provo ties it up at 16-16. We are tied. 3A championship game. Angled shot connected by Montford. He has 4. Box Elder 18. Provo 16. And we're at work with Provo in green in command of the basketball. Terrace looking low at the baseline. Haven't got him yet. They look for Durant all the time. Now they got him. Have a whistle and a foul. No basket. Reaching over.
Number 33.
I understand the other night against Durant, they used a 3-man zone on him. In other words, wherever he was, 3 people were there.
Well, they played him behind and in front and sagged, and he really had a physical battle against Murray yesterday.
And he still scored.
Still scored. You can't stop him. He's too good a player. You can't stop a player with those skills.
This is Durant. Good balance. 2 points.
Beautiful move. He can move the ball. He's got great hands and hangs in the air. He's a fine athlete, Bill.
18-18. You would call him a blue chip athlete,
oh,
right?
Definitely. He's going to be playing. We're going to read a lot about him before his career's over.
Wherever he goes.
Wherever he goes. That's right, Bill.
We're at work with Yagi with the ball. We're playing catch at the moment outside with Klein Adams.
I think they're going to go for 15 seconds in the quarter, and they're looking for the last shot.
12 and counting. This is Klein Adams. Good baseline drive, but the ball is dislodged on the floor, and Provo comes up with the basketball. We have a whistle and a foul. With 4 seconds to go in the quarter, a foul blown against Box Elder, apparently.
His first, second team foul.
It'll be inbounded by Collins. They'll go to Devin Durant. 2 seconds to go. 1 second to go. There's the shot. Does not drop at the horn. There's the end of the first quarter of the ball game. The score is deadlocked. At the end of 1 quarter of play, 18 Provo, 18 Box Elder. We'll be right back after this.
35.
Weber State Campus 3A championship game. Other games today: Ogden 79, Davis 56, American Fork 71, Murray 50, Woods Cross 71, Ben Lomond 59. That was a consolation championship game. Woods Cross lost the first game of the tournament, didn't lose any more, right?
Yeah, and they're all juniors, Bill, and play in my league, and I got to look at them next year.
I understand you have some young people.
We do. We have some good young people.
All right, quarter number 2 underway. The tap in the air, banged around a couple of times, finally corralled by Collins of Provo, and Provo has the ball, but not the lead. We are tied 18-18. First time I've seen this Box Elder ball club. They're a tenacious group. They're in a zone. How's that?
Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
12 points for Devin Durant, but when he gets a pass like that, that's easy.
Gene Paulson give him a super pass, and Well, you got to be looking for people to do things like that.
That's teamwork.
You bet it is.
Yagi clearing nicely in the corner. We set up now from the corner, Marlon Jensen. Adams under heavy pressure on the rebound shot, and foul. Foul, I believe, called at number 32. We'll wait. It is number 32. That's Gene Paulson, 6'4". He is a junior. One of the starters as a junior. There are 2 junior starters for Provo, and Box Elder, of course, starts all seniors.
That's right. They'll Box Elder have 11 seniors on their ball team. They put it together for this year, and they're going after it.
Shot converted nicely by Klein Adams. That's his 3rd point of the night. Obviously, they don't suffer from senioritis.
Yeah, I don't believe they do. They got great team morale, and they really work hard together.
Deep rebound taken by Yagi. Comes under pressure from Terrace. Yagi with the ball, chased by Collins. Finds a little daylight, looks for another white shirt. Got him outside this time, at number 44, Curtis Munford. We have a travel call.
They'll notice that Provo's really getting intense on their defense now. They were sitting in the zone, and now they're getting out and starting to aggressively get after Box Elder, and it created a nice turnover for them.
What does Provo try to do in setting up Durant?
On the offensive end, they're just moving the ball and trying to let Durant move on his own. They don't really do a lot of picking or anything for him, but you notice he's always in constant motion. He's always moving, going away, coming back to get the ball.
All right.
He's getting some excellent feeds so far. They're really passing in there nice to him.
Working against the zone, of course, by Box Elder. Now, that's the ball on the floor very well for a big man, and he is fouled on the shot.
Well, you notice he's going to his left then, using his left hand. A lot of high school players have trouble doing that.
Number 35, Day, picks up the personal foul. All right, let's look at this foul.
Here it is there, Bill. You see Durant goes up with the left, protects the ball with his body, and Day has to come into him and foul him.
Where should he play in college?
I think he can play anywhere. Size-wise, you'll probably have to go out in the corner or out front. He can handle the ball well enough to play outside, Bill.
14 points for Devin Durant so far tonight. 22-19, Provo out front. Box Elder with the ball, Yagi to bring it up. Good-looking little ball player, this young man. Has good fluid motion on the court. Number 44 is Curtis Munford in white. They go inside. There's Day's hook. 2 more. 8 points. Playing well. Big fella. Good shot up and going back down court. 22-21. Provo by 1. Terrace to bring it in for the Bulldogs. Championship game. They try to go with the soft pass to the baseline. That time Day intercepted.
Day has dropped a little lower. He was up higher earlier, and now he's dropped a little lower in their zone to deny that pass.
Air ball offered by Munford, Curtis Munford, and Terrace comes up with a rebound for Provo. Jim Spencer has a good-looking ball club here. When does he not have a good-looking ball club at Provo?
Well, they've been strong the last few years, haven't they, Bill? They've really got some good players and good athletes.
Collins, the shot kicks off the iron, goes out of bounds. What's the secret? It's been a big school, of course. It's been a 4A school.
And I just think Jim does a great job. He works hard in the off-season to develop skill, and I'm convinced that skill development is what it takes. And then he's had some good size. He's got big people playing for him. You've got to have big people, Bill.
Adams getting a lot of pressure, goes back outside. Now inside today. Shot does not drop. Good rebound. There's an example of good jumping ability on the part of Devin Durant. Now, if we use Durant's name a lot, it's because he's in a lot of action.
Boy, he dominates, doesn't he, Bill?
All right. Well, let's stay right here right now. We are at the 5:24 level as far as the clock is concerned. In quarter number 2, we have a scoreboard reading of 22-21 with Provo out front by 1. Anything surprise you so far?
No, I don't think so. I talked to both coaches before, Bill, and they said they were going to do what they have done all year to get them here, and they're just going to do what they do best. And I think you're seeing a good example of it. Provo going to Durant, and hey, he's a super player. Gosh, high school coaches dream for a chance to play somebody to have someone like him on their teams. And Box Elder's going inside, going to their power offense. They're really crashing the offensive boards hard, and they've got a lot of second and third efforts on the board.
Mike, I imagine when you came into this tournament, you looked ahead and said, hey, the championship game will involve American Fork and Provo, right?
Well, in our region, we felt that we had a good team in Box Elder, but yet I think we were mostly, all of us were looking towards those 2 teams, but we knew Box Elder had the size to compete with them. And when you get the size inside, it's very difficult to stop, as American Fork found out.
Mike, is there much difference in 4A, 3A?
I don't think so, Bill. I think if you look at this Provo team and Box Elder, they'll play at any 4A school. I don't think we have as many good players in 3A. But I think we have, our top teams are very equal with their top teams. I'm sure if you look at Provo's preseason record, they didn't lose a ball game, and they're playing a lot of 4A schools. And gosh, in basketball, you can compete very well.
You don't need as many men. You're right.
No,
in football, it's a different kind of a story.
That's right. It's a different ball game in football.
All right, Provo in green on the attack, and with a 1-point lead, we're in quarter number 2, 5-12 and counting to halftime. Collins going high. Now, this is Durant coming out high. He had been low earlier. They set up against a Box Elder zone. Collins again with the ball. Sagging on him is Yagi. Cross court to the weak side. Collins again, backing away from danger. They're trying to bring him out just a little bit, perhaps, Mike.
They're starting to slow it down a little. Jim said that if they get in the point where they can bring him out of their zone, they'll sure try to. And you can see they're really looking for Durant and being patient.
Shot does not drop, and the rebound by Collins is partially blocked. How about that one?
Beautiful block by Day. He was right up there.
Lost ball by Box Elder. They may have come down in just a little bit too much of a hurry. They possibly were out of control in that drive.
This is what they cannot do, Bill. They cannot come and throw the ball away against Provo. You've got to play a perfect ball game. You can't make the errors.
Lob pass, baseline. Durant was there, but he had an awful lot of company that time. We have a whistle and a foul. Tom Stewart, coach for Box Elder.
Boy, Coach Stewart's done a great job, Bill. He's really brought this team along.
Love to hear that enthusiasm from a coach. You know, I think that's half the battle. I think you can communicate with kids when you've got enthusiasm.
Oh, and he's got it. He's just bubbling with it, and I'm just tickled for him to be here. He's a great guy.
From the corner, no shot. They go inside. He gets it, and he is fouled. Devin Durant, 6'6.5", a senior. Forward, guard, center. Basically, they play him as a center, of course. But as Mike mentioned a little while ago, should there be a press offered, Durant would bring it down. Here's the shot.
Here you see it now. They get a good feed into Durant. Day's playing him behind and receives no top help. And boy, it's hard. You see him get him right on the wrist.
That results in point number 15 for Devin Durant. Day has to be careful because you got a guy like this, you're going to foul out.
Boy, it's hard to stop him.
16 points for Devin Durant. Remember, we're in quarter number 2. 4:18 remaining in quarter number 2 and counting, and Box Elder brings it down. At the moment, they are trailing 24-21. Box Elder with the ball, but not the lead. Good pressure, and from the corner, the shot by Adams. Oh, nice shot.
Good shooter, Bill. You cannot leave him open. He's an excellent shooter from outside.
Klein Adams, 5'10", not a big guy. He is a senior. Terrace with the ball outside. He is a senior guard. He's bigger, 6'2". Good feed baseline, Devin Durant.
Beautiful pass. Well, these other Provo players, you know, Durant gets all the raves, and everybody sure is talking about him, which he deserves, but those other 4 are good players. Boy, they could play for anybody, Bill.
Day is fouled. Day, the big kid, 6'8", senior center, 38 points in the tournament so far, is hacked as he turned for the shot. All right, let's pick it up.
Here you see the move inside, and as Day went to turn, he's hacked right on the arm.
Okay, they miss, and we've got a miss from the corner, but the offensive rebound taken out of there. They get it back to Day again. His shot is not good. Now the scramble for the ball results in a possession by Provo. And Provo heads up court with it. They come down like a wave. Durant, shot does not drop. Rebound cleared out of there nicely by Munford. Curtis Munford, 6'6". Hard-working kid. Yagi outside. They work in the right corner baseline area, and that is Adams with the ball. This time they've got him covered over there, but he tries a little drive. Good pass.
Beautiful. Boy, you penetrate, and you get the big guys to pick you up, and that little guard kicks it up. I love that kind of basketball, Bill. That's what it's all about, to feed your teammates.
That's the team concept that makes Portland so famous, for example, in Provo.
That's what the game's all about.
Provo's going to bring him out.
Yeah, they're going to go into their 4-corner delay, and they put Durant right on the post, and they just pass till he gets open. They're going to have to force Box Elder to make an adjustment.
26-25, Provo by 1, 2:26 and counting till halftime. Harris just puts the ball under the arm and says, okay.
Yeah, they'll count it out, Bill, and Box Elder is going to have to come out because they're behind. We saw a technical yesterday when a team would not come out. They have to come and put the pressure. The team behind has to put the pressure and keep the game going.
This is a coach's prerogative, of course, something that you can do in high school ball and in college ball, and it's part of the strategy.
Yeah, this is strategy. Jim evidently figures that he doesn't want to battle them in that zone, and so he's going to make them make a decision.
They wanted to go to Durant with a fast pass that time, but it was knocked out of bounds, and it'll be played in by Provo at the baseline. Coming in, checking into the lineup is number 42, Mike McCarron, 6'3". He is a junior.
He's the only junior on their ball club. They'll be back next year.
Boy, has he got a rebuilding job. They bring Day out of there, protect him in the final minute, I suppose.
Yeah, and he's getting a little tired, you notice. He's worked hard. He needs a little breather.
Overthrown was the big kid Devin Durant that time. The interception, however, resulted in a foul and a scramble for the basketball, and a foul was called against Provo. We have 5 team fouls against Box Elder, 3 against Provo.
It's been a clean game, Bill. Both teams have played very good defense and haven't had to foul. And when you can play good defense and not foul, that's really an asset to you.
26-25, Provo by 1:27 and counting, and now it's Box Elder's turn.
Yeah, Box Elder look like they're going to see, but now remember that they're behind, so they're going to have to penetrate the basketball. They can't just stand as the team ahead can.
Yagi with the ball, working with it outside with Klein Adams, 5'10" guard. Yagi, by the way, is an inch shorter. He is 5'9". Number 10 in the white uniform for Box Elder. The Bees on the attack. It's a good, tough, tight ball game. Perhaps some people believe this one might have been a runaway, but it certainly isn't. We're now within the 1-minute mark and counting till halftime. 26-25, Provo by 1. Adams with the ball, working outside. Yagi comes out to help him out. It's open in the middle area. Adams again, 42 seconds to go.
They'll probably go down to about 15, 16 seconds, and then they'll get into their offense and run a pattern, try to get the last shot of the half. They'd love to go in at half ahead. That would be a great emotional build for Box Elder.
And Spencer would blister the wall a little bit with some few well-chosen words.
I'll bet you he'd get after his people. But I'll tell you, it's been a good game. These teams are both playing very good basketball.
16 seconds and counting.
Now they're going to go after it. They'll go to the basket now.
This is Adams, 7 seconds. They need a shot pretty soon. Right with the ball, Durant with the ball, 2 seconds to go. Gonna let her go from midcourt. It will go awry. It did not even touch the rim. Sails out of bounds at the end of quarter number 2. The score at the end of the second quarter or the first half, 26 for the Provo Bulldogs, 25 for the Box Elder Bees. We'll be back with a recap right after we take time out for this. Problem with, like, leaving the lights on or something like that?
Well, he keeps his room really meticulously clean. He doesn't like to cook for himself. He likes to have it laid out before him, but he's got his faults. I said to him the other day, you can't kid me. You got as many problems as anybody else. And he says, Dad, I'm glad somebody knows that. He says, it's not easy. And so he's carrying a pretty heavy burden, but I think he enjoys it. He says when he hears about Devin Durant, he almost thinks it's somebody else.
All right. George Durant, thank you very much for chatting with us here at halftime, and best of luck to you. And I hope, for goodness sakes, that eventually you're going to settle this problem. You won't be getting all that phone call business and all those letters.
It'll be a good day.
All right. George Durant, the father of Devin Durant, one of the most sought-after high school basketball players in the nation, as a matter of fact. Our guest at halftime. Again at halftime, scoreboard reading 26-25, Provo by 1. And we are about a minute away from quarter number 3. We'll be back with the third quarter tip right after we take time out for this.
I'm John Richards, one of the buyers at Granite Furniture, with an exciting story to tell about some high-style bedroom sets that will make your home a fashion place this spring. If you like the nostalgic, you'll love Hearthstone with its hutch-style mirror and a massive bed that is a bed. A visit to our teen shop will reveal a set with a Western flavor that rugged buckaroos appreciate. The wagon wheel bed and chest look like something right out of the bunkhouse. They're just 2 of the many beauties featured now at Granite Furniture, Sugar House, and Provo.
What's wrong with four-letter words? How about love, baby, girl, dear, kiss, all four-letter words? But we want to call your attention now to an 8-letter word and a 9-letter word, consumer preferred. When you see that consumer preferred seal on the window of any business firm, it's your guarantee of value, honesty, and service. Watch for that consumer preferred seal when you shop or check your green and white phone book cover. This is John Doritas.
We're back once again on the Weber State campus, the beautiful Event Center, and this is a fine basketball palace, Mike Gardner.
Bill, the teams were really excited about playing here. I've talked to a lot of the coaches, and Weber State have just been a tremendous host to us, Bill. We've just had a great week, and it's just been super for the kids.
They have a good basketball program on this campus, by the way.
You bet they do. They have a great program, and I'll tell you, this facility is going to really help them in their recruiting.
All right, we are lined up at center court for the opening tap of quarter number 3, or the second half of the ball game. Again, a scoreboard reading of 26-25. Provo by 1. Anybody's game, 3A state title game. The tap taken by Provo. They go to work. This is Collins working outside with Ed Terrace, 6'2" senior guard. Durant is playing high. This shot is missed, but he gets his own deep rebound. There's his move in the lane again. He uses the glass well, doesn't he not?
Boy, he does, and he floats in the air so well. You can't give him 2 shots. You got to hope he misses the first one and then keep him off the board.
All right, that makes it 28-25. Provo by 3. A foul whistled against Provo. Called against number 34. That will be against AC. Dave AC, 6'5". He is a senior. 29 points scored so far in the tournament. And Box Elder will inbound the ball. 1 foul against Provo, none against Box Elder so far in half number 2. Yagi's shot from the angle, not good. Rebound torn out of there by AC. Hands it to Terrace, and everybody heads down court. State championship game. It's a lot of fun doing these. Ball banged around a couple of times. Nice move right back, intended for Durant. Tapped out that time, and apparently Durant touched it last. I have seen him in a couple of ball games. I've never seen him question officials' call yet.
No, he's got a great temperament. He's just got the personality for it.
Good drive by Yagi. Does not fall, and the follow-up rebound attempt by number 44, Curtis Munford, draws a foul. Two team fouls on Box Elder, none on Provo so far. On the line to shoot, Curtis Munford, 6'6" senior. Shot converted by Munford. That is 7 points for Munford. Boy, the arc he uses. That's 8. That's a rainbow.
Yeah, there's an example of where Box Elder's strong. They go to that offensive board, got the 2 foul pitches.
Provo by 1, 28-27. Provo with the ball. Box Elder in a zone. And they're working at the angle to Collins. Number 22 in green. Terrace is playing the point. At the moment, they're playing catch. Now they go inside. There's a traffic jam. Dumped off by Durant. Batted away. And a shot that was attempted by Paulson is eventually batted away and taken by Box Elder. And Box Elder goes to work. Adams with the ball. They work it to the angle. Then inside, but the shot is not good. And there's a battle for the rebound. And it finally falls.
Boy, there's a great example of offensive board work. Jensen, Money, Mumford just crashing the boards.
And Jansen finally picked up the 2. And Box Elder has the lead in this ball game over unbeaten Provo. How's that?
Boy, beautiful again. Durant is uncanny at getting himself open. He's just always in motion.
That was a backhanded over-the-head layup.
What a beautiful play. Beautiful pass again.
Box Elder working hard with the ball. Good movement of that ball, by the way, by Box Elder. Good drive by Adams. Kicks it off. Adams with the ball again. Baseline is blocked. Can't go there. Durant is in the way. Yagi with the ball outside. They'll start all over again. 5:30 and counting, quarter number 3. Adams, pressure at the lane. They go outside. Like a chess game, is it not?
Oh, definitely. Good defense. Provo is really working on the defense. There's a beautiful drive.
Would not drop for Munford. And Provo comes out of it with the ball, leading by 1, 30-29.
Well, you start worrying about Durant, and all of a sudden you get an easy shot by Paulson.
That's his first 2 of the night. There's a hook under pressure with the left hand that draws a foul. Munford is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot. And Day checks back in the lineup.
This is what they've been doing lately, Bill. They've been starting the other 5, but then they come in with Day. Here it is on the slow motion. You see the nice left-handed hook, about dropped in. AC fouled him as he went into his motion to shoot.
Ambidextrous. Kids know how to use both hands.
Boy, they have to nowadays. You know, Bill, we haven't mentioned them, but we got 2 super officials here tonight. Doug Toole and Bernie Yoakum are really doing a fine job, and there's a lot of pressure on those 2. They'd die if they heard me saying that, because coaches sometimes never appreciate the officials, but these 2 are doing a great job for us.
They never thought you'd mention their name.
No, they probably didn't.
Whistle, foul, Yagi reaching in, nods his head, says good call.
No, notice Yagi, just a super temperament for an athlete. He knew it. He knew he grabbed him on the arm.
Number 10, his first.
Here it is.
Right there, you
right
just
there.
see it, right on the forearm.
Yeah, slow-mo really tells you the story.
Boy, it does. It's great to have it.
Angle shot will not drop. Rebound snatched out of there by number 31, Marlon Jensen. And Box Elder heads down, trailing by 2, 32-30. 4:22 and counting, quarter number 3. Yagi lost the ball that time. Loose one on the floor, still a scramble, and Box Elder comes up with the ball. So Yagi gets it back to try all over again. Good feed.
Beautiful.
Beautiful play. Number 31, Marlon Jensen for 2.
Well, when he goes to the board, he goes, doesn't he? He doesn't waste time. He goes for the board.
Provo bringing it up. I worked the 4A state championship game. I don't really see a lot of difference.
I don't think there is. I watched it, and I don't think there is. When you get to this level, there's some pretty good players in both leagues.
There's a lot of good high school basketball in the state of Utah.
Utah's super for high school basketball. The enthusiasm, the crowd support, the fans, it's just a great activity for young people.
Good move. Durant loose. Got it.
Durant's very intelligent, Bill. He uses his arms, he uses his elbows, gets himself into position. He's just very intelligent player.
Collins knocks it out of bounds. 24 points for Devin Durant. The night I saw him play, he scored 41. Oh, my. Good drive. Durant with a rebound on the missed shot. Durant is playing with a corset. He has a back that is bothering him, strained a muscle.
Yeah, he's had trouble with it, but he doesn't look like it's bothering him much tonight. He's sure going to work.
Good feed in the lane. Does the basket count?
Good count. Up, it's count. It's an excellent call. He had released the ball, and then he offensively run into the man who had the position.
So the basket counts, and he draws a foul.
That's right.
All right. We have Durant with 24 to show you what the scoring is like, by the way. Casey with 2, 4 for Paulson, 2 for Terrace, and 4 for Collins. This is unofficial, of course. Lost ball by Box Elder. They can't afford that in a game like this one.
No, there's just no way they can, because they have to just really play to their potential, or they're going to be in trouble.
Terrace with a drive. Baseline pass. Durant has it. Has company. Gets rid of it. Gets it right back. Boy, he had 3 fellas setting up a wall.
They're sagging on him. They have to.
Collins gets rid of it outside. They've opened up the court once again.
Yep, they're going to be patient. They're going to make Box Elder decide. There's a good defense by Day stepping in front.
Knocked it away from Durant. We're on the attack again with Box Elder. They're down by 4 at the moment. Open shot. 2 by Munford. I have 11 for Munford so far in the game. Good shot of Stewart there. He's getting a little bit excited about it right now. Matter of fact, timeout is called so they can talk it over. And the fans are getting a little tense. With timeout, 1:57 to go, quarter number 3. Scoreboard reads Provo 36, Box Elder 34. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Merlin Olson. We're a family that enjoys vacationing together, examining old Indian ruins at Lake.
Who we we are working with, it is Mike Gardner, who formerly played for Stan Watts down at BYU, right?
That's right, Bill. We had some great experiences down there playing.
Good shot of Tom Stewart. He's beginning to bite some nails.
Yeah, he'll be biting them the rest of this game because it's still anybody's ball game. It's a good ball game. Gosh, our teams are really working hard.
1:47 and counting, quarter number 3, 36-34. Provo by 1. Provo has the ball working against a Box Elder zone.
Well, they're going to make Box Elder come out. I just think they're going to be patient with it now and see what Box Elder's going to do. You see the guard starting to extend a little now, and I think this is what Provo's after, and then go right to Durant.
Beautiful. There you go. Durant.
Beautiful step, beautiful move to the basket.
Durant has 26. That's just like the coach diagrammed it in the locker room.
That's exactly right, Bill. That's just what he wants to do.
Box Elder with the ball in white. This is Day with a turnaround jumper. It drops. That's 8 officially for Day. I had him for 8 in the first half, but I had made a mistake in scorekeeping. Long lead pass. Boy, they just got it in time. We have a whistle and a foul. Offensive foul. Offensive foul, no basket, I believe, right?
There it is on the slow-mo. You see the Box Elder people had the position. They had the position on the baseline and ran into him.
Yagi with the ball. 38-36. Provo by only 2. It's still anybody's championship. Trophy is up for grabs.
Well, it's a shame somebody has to lose this, Bill, because they're both playing with great intensity. Great skill level.
The big kid, Day, with a shot that will not drop. Yagi, the little fella, comes, Adams with the rebound.
Got the rebound on a carom off the board.
Whistle. Offensive foul.
He was pushing off, Bill. He was pushing off with his left elbow as he drove to the baseline. It's a good call.
Did you say that when you were coaching during the year?
Oh, yeah, if it was against me. Then I'd say some other things. Boy, it's hard to be an official. I have a lot of respect for those guys. No matter what he calls, they can't, half of them are mad. He can't please both sides.
AC clears it outside, gets it right back. Number 34, AC. Terrace with the ball for Provo. AC at the wing, wants to go to Durant. Whoops, intercepted by Day. And here's Yagi. Kid can move. 2 points.
Right at the buzzer.
Munford hits for his 13-point right at the horn, and that is the end of 3 quarters of play. Scoreboard reads at the end of 3 quarters of play in the 3A state championship game. 38 Provo, 38 Box Elder. We'll be right back. Final 8 minutes, state title game. Couldn't be closer. 38-38. Mike?
Boy, the stats again. I just received the stats. Shooting Provo 60%. Boy, that's great shooting.
Collins and Terrace will play catch with it outside against the Box Elder zone. Provo with the ball. 4A state championship was won by Bingham, the Miners, coached by George Sluga. A great player there, Mike Gardner and Roberts.
Great player. They tell you that Bingham had, all of them were good players. The Fulmer and Holt and those people really helped Roberts. They were a good team.
What Fulmer could have done with 2 good legs.
Boy, isn't that something? You got to admire a guy that plays like that.
Durant, you got to admire a guy that plays like that, too.
I guess we do. Boy, we all admire him, and he's such a great kid. He never changes expression. I've never seen him lose his cool. He's just a fine kid.
Yagi's shot, little off center, did not drop. Boy, he was under pressure that time, but he still let it go from the right ear. Missed shot rebounded by Provo. They're back on the attack, leading by 2, 40-38. We're in the 4th and final quarter of the title game. AC and Terrace overloading on one side. Durant under pressure, in low, 2 more.
Beautiful pass by AC, through the lob pass. Durant right there to go catch it. They must practice that a lot, Bill, because they sure have great skill on that lob pass. They've got to practice it. Coach Spencer must really drill them well on that.
Unofficially, I have Durant for 30. Good shot by Adams. He has 9.
Well, Box Elder won't crack. They're just staying in there, tough, working hard all the time.
Neither team having any trouble with the apple.
Nope.
Doing fine. Again, scoreboard reading of 42-40 with Provo by 2 in the fourth and final quarter. 6:03 to go in the fourth and final period. Durant is high. Penetrating.
Well, he goes to the basket well. Really goes to the basket.
He must sense daylight because he has his back to that lane, for example, and he makes the turn right now. Yagi with the ball. 44-40. Provo leading by 4, and we're at work at the moment with Adams in the corner. Bump, ball out of bounds, knockout. Played in, Boxelder. The Bees had kind of a slow start this year. Then they put together like 12 in a row.
Yeah, that's what they did. They got Day back with them, and it's really been tough since.
At one time, they were 6-6.
That's a great mark for Coach Stewart. He's really done a good job with them.
Good shot by number 44, Curtis Munford. 15 points so far tonight unofficially. And again, it's a 2-point game, 44-42. Provo by 2. AC with the ball. Will he shoot? Nope. He'll go inside. There's Durant. 34. Has he been stopped this year?
I guess not very often. You don't stop a player like that. He's going to get his points.
46-42 with Provo on front by 4. Day under heavy pressure lets her rip. That's 10. We're back to 2 again. Provo by 2 with the ball. AC with the ball. Has Collins cross court, gets him. Terrace way outside at the point. Durant at the post. Lob passes worked against a Boxelder zone. AC. Collins. 4:25 and counting. A wall of white around Devin Durant. This is Collins with the ball. Back outside once again to AC. Durant now beginning to roam the baseline. 4:08 and counting. 46-44. Provo by 2. Provo with the ball. Pass, Durant, not good, fights for it at the baseline, scramble, taken by Provo. Basket counts. No basket. We're blocked out at the moment by the Boxelder club in front of us. Here it is, take a look.
Slow-mo on it, see 15 go to the basket. He hit it on the way up, and they got a foul.
Number 31, his second foul.
It'll put Terrace on the free throw line. 46-44. Good slow-mo replay. You saw the contact there.
And we saw that the ball was hit. A lot of Provo people wanted goaltending, but the ball was hit on the way up. It was a good block. And then, of course, the foul occurred.
2 points anyway from the free throw line. 48-44, Provo by 4. Provo on defense. Boxelder with the ball, but not the lead. Boxelder in white. Yagi with the ball. This is Klein Adams. Played well in this tournament. Yagi again. He has company. Oh, good screen. And he's loose. That's 6. We're back to 2 again, Mike Gardner. 48-46, Provo by 2.
Boy, it's going down to the wire. It's going right down to the final here.
AC. We've had some upsets in tournaments. All tournaments. 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A. How about Richfield?
Yeah, that had to be an upset.
And I couldn't believe Panguitch.
No. Go through the season like they did, and then they have to lose.
Have to give credit to St. Joseph's for knocking off a couple of good ball clubs there.
They did. They went down and played very well, Bill.
All right, time has been called. We're going to keep it here. 2:58 to go till the end of the game. 48-46, Provo by 2. Now, what do you do? Let's say you're Jim Spencer. What do you do? Let's say you're Tom Stewart. What are you going to do, Mike Gardner?
Well, I think if I was Jim Spencer now, I'd still be patient. I'd still go to the basket, though. You cannot sit on it with a 2-point lead. You got to go to Durant. You got to be very patient and try to get the ball to your ace. He's been it for you all year. You're not going to change now. Go to Durant. Let him go to the hole. Try to get the other people to get him the ball. If you're Coach Stewart, you got to just just come out and you've got to deny Durant. You've got to try to play him in front and behind. And yet I think now time's going to tell. He's going to have to make a decision if he's to come and start to pressure a little bit. But he's got to just keep Durant, try to do all he can to keep him from getting the basketball. It's a chess match. Gosh, it's great. I'll tell you, those two coaches are working right now. They're doing everything they can to help their club win, and it's just a great ball game, Bill.
You know, 1 year ago, Spencer had a great ball club down there, and of course, some of them moved on to the BYU Cougars, and he just keeps coming on with more talent.
Gosh, he's got some great players. Of course, you know Mr. Durant, he was part of that team last year. Gosh, he was really a great part of it, and the other players here were on the squad and got to play against the good players in practice, and that's where you develop skill.
By the way, we will have some more exciting basketball on the air tomorrow, and I imagine you watch the NCAA.
Yes, you bet.
Tomorrow, Duke and Villanova will go at it, and Notre Dame and DePaul will go at it. This is the Box Elder coach.
That's
no, this is Jim Spencer.
It's Jim Spencer.
All right.
Gosh, I'd like to see Duke get in there. We got a little feelings here in Utah for Duke, and I'd sure like to see them get in there with Coach Foster.
Bill Foster has recruited well at Duke University and brought them back into the upper stratosphere again.
You bet. He's done a super job there. I like Notre Dame, though. They sure showed some power and some finesse last night.
All right, those games will be on the air 12 and 2 tomorrow on TV2. All right, we are in an open court offense, or the four corners offense, with Provo, of course, in command of the ball. Now they go to Durant. There's the soft touch. 36 points for Devin Durant unofficially, and we have a 50-46 score. Box Elder down by 2, 2:14 and counting. Shot is good. When I said 2 a moment ago, I meant 4. It is now 2. They take me off the hook.
Box Elder just keeps coming back, Bill. They just keep coming back. You got to admire them. They've never been this far in their school's history. This is the first time they've ever played in the championship game that I can recall, or that is in any of the press books I've seen, and it's just an amazing thing.
All right, played one back in 1944.
Oh, is that right? Took second, huh?
1944.
Oh, this is great for him.
Devin Durant with the ball. Provo working right now in a stall, leading by 2, 50-48 with 1:29 to go. Devin Durant.
Well, he won't be denied. He's just there. He's got confidence. He goes to the hoop.
I have him for 38 points. Yagi with the ball. In the corner. No shot, apparently, for Adams, so he'll get rid of it, and they start all over again. Yagi will let it go from outside. Whistle. Foul call. Going to be on number 31, Marlon Jensen. Marlon Jensen picks up a personal foul, and time is going to be called with a 52-48 scoreboard reading, with Provo out front with 1:02 to go. 62 seconds remaining in this one, Mike Gardner.
Boy, it's been a great game. I think Box Elder's going to have to really come out now and get after him. They can't sit and try to stop Durant now and let him stall off the time. The clock's a big thing now in Provo's favor, and Box Elder's got to do something to help fight the clock also. Look at the enthusiasm, Bill. There's just a tremendous amount of enthusiasm here. I tell you, it's just great to be involved in high school athletics. I just love it.
How long have you been coaching now, Mike?
Maybe too long. I don't know. This is my 12th year, Bill. 12th year. I've been 9 years at Davis. This was my 9th year there.
You had to do all over again? You do anything differently?
No, I don't think so. Gosh, it's fun. I just like the kids you get to work with. Gosh, they're just super people, and it helps me stay young, and it's just a lot of fun being involved in coaching.
Provo will have the ball out of bounds, back court, on the foul a moment ago by Box Elder. 1:02 to go. 52-48, Provo leading by 4. It'll be inbounded by Devin Durant. And now this is a case where they'll have him bring it down if there's a press on. We have a whistle and a foul. Foul called on number 42 of Box Elder. That's Mike McCarron. And we have 5 fouls apiece on both ball clubs now. And of course that is going to put Provo on the free throw line.
Very important free throws now. When you foul, the clock's...
Here's the slow-mo on the foul in backcourt. And, of course, in high school ball, you don't have what is called a backcourt foul, but that would have been one had the rule been in effect.
Yeah, you just go to the line now for a 1-and-1. And, boy, these are important because if you can score while the clock stopped, you've about got the game salted away now.
We have 56 seconds remaining in this one. Again, 52-48 with Provo by 4. 56 seconds to go to a state title for the Provo Bulldogs. I still say, though, the surprise team in this tournament is Box Elder because everybody I talked to coming into this tournament, it was a replay again, game number 3 between American Fork and the Provo Bulldogs. And they had 2 tough games during the course of the season, by the way.
They did, and they were, American Fork's a great basketball team. Carl Ingersoll does a great job coaching, and they beat us, and we felt we played about as well as we could against them, and they still beat us 10, and gosh, it's just a real credit to Box Elder to knock them off.
They have some young people back at center, for example.
Boy, they have some good ones coming back, don't they? Gary Beck's a fine player that plays center for American Fork. He's just a junior, a good player.
Good shot of Ed Terrace on the free throw line. These free throws, all free throw, very important. And it will only be one because it is missed. Box Elder comes down with the ball and is on the attack, and they need a bucket this time down. Yagi.
Beautiful move by Yagi.
8 points for Yagi. And it is again, my friends, a 2-point ball game. Provo 52, Box Elder 50, 46 seconds to go. Provo has the ball and the lead. And from now on, possession of the ball is imperative.
Definitely. This is very important now that Provo can control the ball. Of course, here it is. Look at this great move. What a tremendous move. Floating in the air, spinning on his dribble, and boy, what a fine touch. And under pressure, Bill, that's pressure basketball right there. Boy, you're in the last minute, you got to score.
5'9". Maybe that's stretching a little bit.
Yeah, hustling against the big people. Boy, anything can happen. It's a great activity right now.
All right, you're Jim Spencer. You have less than a minute to go in the state championship game. You lead by 2, or you're going to sit on the ball.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I would think I would make them come and foul me and take my chance at the foul line. But I'd sure want Durant to handle the ball, so they foul him if that's all possible.
All right, on the other side of the ledger, are you going to go for the quick foul, or are you going to try to steal for a while?
Well, I think you try to steal first, but then you can't let them stall. You've got to eventually foul. Now the thing Coach Stewart's got to do is know who to foul. And when the person with the poorest free throw percentage, maybe, I'm sure he's done his studying, he'll certainly know who to foul.
And Durant will bring up the ball.
Sure, that's the one you don't want to foul. Look at that ball handling. Now they're going to sit on it, I'm sure.
Durant is outside, now has it going. Terrace, cross court, set up with Collins, going to foul him?
Yep, there's the foul.
29 seconds to go, 52-50, Provo by 2. And that, of course, puts Collins, Dave Collins, 6'2" junior guard, on the free throw line. And timeout is going to be called by Box Elder because they want him to think about this just a little bit.
Yeah, let him think about it, let him realize the situation and the pressure. It's a good one. I'll tell you, I'm getting excited for this last little bit, Bill. This is great.
What do you do with your kids in free throws? Here's the slow-mo of the foul, by the way, and this was a necessary foul, and nothing else they could do about it. What do you do with the kids on free throws? You change your style at all, etc.?
Well, I think the thing you got to do is you got to teach a kid, get him to learn a habit. So that he shoots the same the first quarter as he does the fourth quarter. You want him to get in the same habit every time he shoots the basketball. And if you can do this with repetition, that's what it takes. Then don't worry about the situation. Just go out and shoot the basketball.
The other night I saw Rick Barry on television, and he, out of his last 99 free throws, he has made 96.
Isn't that something? Gosh, I wonder how many he's shot in his life.
Shooting him like your grandfather used to.
That's right, between the legs. And I'll bet he shoots a bunch in practice we never know about because they have to maintain that skill level.
Kids don't want to do that, do they?
No, not as much anymore. There's too many other activities. They don't spend the time like they used to.
All right, we're on the line with Collins. Good shot of this young man from Provo. 1-1, 52-50, Provo by 2, and still by 2. Taken out of there by Box Elder. They're coming down, 25 seconds to go. Yagi with the ball. State championship ball game. Shot by Adams, does not drop. taken by Yagi deep. 15 seconds and counting. 52-50. Here's Day. Shot will not drop. Rebound. Oh, it won't drop. Day's shot is blocked. Loose ball, fought for.
Box Elder's ball, Bill.
Knocked out of bounds, and Box Elder will have the ball with 3 seconds to go. All right, 3 seconds to go, Mike Gardner.
Gosh,
you haven't got much time to set anything up. What are you going to do?
You got to get the ball in bounds. You might set some picks to get it in bounds and shoot the basketball. Then you got to crash your big kids hard and hope for a tip in if the ball doesn't go in. You've got to shoot it.
You've seen them before. Who are you going to get the ball to with a shot?
Well, I think the first thing they're going to do is they're going to look to Day inside if he can flash across maybe and get open, or they're going to come with Adams and shoot the long one. I think I would definitely go with one of those two people right now and keep Jensen inside for a tip if you have, but you don't have a lot of time now, Bill. You just got to get it. Do what you can do. I'm sure they've worked on it. All coaches work on their last second shots, and Provo's got to be careful. They can't foul, but yet they've got to put a lot of pressure. Provo's got to make sure they give them one shot. Hey, it's all up to one shot now, Bill, whether we go overtime or whether it's Provo's victory.
It'll be inbounded, as you see on your screen, across the way, and I may have to watch this screen because the ball players are going to stand up in front of me. Inbounds it goes. This is Adams. Can he get the shot off?
It's off.
It is not good. The ball game is over, and Provo has won the state 3A high school championship. Pandemonium at center court. There is a scene of total happiness. How about that?
Oh,
there's Devin Durant.
What a great finish. Gosh, Box Elder gets the shot. It rolls off the rim. Tremendous finish. Hey, a great credit to that Box Elder team. Boy, they hung in there tough. They really did.
If I may use the slogan, happiness is a state championship.
Well, I guess. It's a great thrill, man. A great thrill for Provo.
Okay. Final score once again, 52-50. Provo with a victory over Box Elder in the state 3A championship ball game. We have a recap coming up. We'll just recap the scoring highlights of the ball game. And of course, there's a great shot of Jim Spencer and number 22, Dave Collins. Spencer obviously very, very happy. Players are hugging each other, and they're indicating they are number one, which they are by holding up the one finger, the single digit. Devin Durant sat on the floor for a moment, relishing this moment. There's a good shot again.
Great job by Jim Spencer. Great job this year.
Okay, final score once again, 52-50. Provo over Box Elder. 3A championship has been decided, and we will recap the scoring highlight right after we take time out for this.
At Grand